guys, welcome back to my channel West Coast Wild Child. So I am currently in Thailand, but as you know I never film my intros in order. So yeah, this video is gonna be about Cambodia and all the fun stuff I got up to there. So yeah, enjoy! So I got my Cambodian visa and I saw a tuk-tuk again. The tuk-tuks are back. Hi guys, okay, venting time. I am currently in my hotel room in Cambodia. I arrived just a few hours ago and oh my god, I have had the worst evening I've had in a long time. Okay, so I need to vent about this because it is a lot. It is a lot. Okay, first of all, I took the bus from Ho Chi Minh to Phnom Penh, which is Cambodia. It was supposed to take 6 hours. It ended up taking like 8.5 hours. So we arrived late, it was dark out, and I mean, things can happen on the way. Usually the buses run a bit late, actually. 2.5 hours late, I mean, yeah, what you gonna do? Me. Okay, so that was the first one. Then I was bargaining with a tuk-tuk driver to get me to my hotel, and I did not buy a SIM card at the first chance I got because it seemed very overpriced to me, and it was. I would have paid double what I paid now. But whatever, I didn't have a SIM card, so I couldn't look up the address better of the hotel, so I ended up driving around a bit. And I had haggled down the price quite a bit before with the tuk-tuk driver, and when we arrived he didn't have enough change on him, so I ended up paying more than I wanted to. So that's that. Arrived at the hotel, which honestly is a bit of a nicer hotel, or I mean, I've been staying in cheap hostels mostly, so this was like treating myself. And I mean, it is still nice to have your own room and everything, but I arrive and there is no Wi-Fi. And the problem is that I still don't have a SIM card, so I can't, you know, text anyone back at home that I'm safely in Cambodia, arrived at my hotel, everything is fine. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'm gonna go up to the room first. So I go up to my room. The first thing I see is a half-eaten old ananas laying on the table over there on a piece of soggy paper, and I was like, okay, ew. I look down, there is a dead gecko on the floor, like this big. I thought it was alive at first and was a bit happy because I thought, oh nice, I have a little pet, but no, it was dead. So I ended up throwing both of those into the trash can, and at that point I was just annoyed with kind of everything, so I went for a shower. The shower was cold, there is not really any warm water. I mean, it's not cold, but it's definitely not warm. There is a leaking pipe in the bathroom as well that I discovered after stepping out of the shower, because it is constantly leaking. So I sat down for a bit and thought about my life and my decisions, and then I went down to the reception to see if they had any SIM cards. They did not. However, there is a small drugstore just next door, so I went there to get my SIM card, and they took forever to fix the SIM card. I'm not kidding if I say I was there at least half an hour. It took so long. And 3 young guys trying to get my phone to work. I don't know what was the problem. And when I wanted to pay, because I did not have a lot of cash left, I do have a few US dollars, and because I do not want to pay with card because they charge you 3% extra always when you use the card, so I didn't want to do that. So I gave him a $5 note, and it had the smallest little I mean, it is a $5 that has been used before, if you can say it like that, and it had just the smallest little, not crack, but you know. And he said, oh no, sorry, it's damaged, we don't take this one. And I was like, are you bloody kidding me? You make me wait here for about half an hour, and now you don't take my money? Like, what the hell? Like, I've had it. Actually had another $5 note, but at this point I was ready to like kick someone in the kidney. And they gave me another SIM card for free and a face mask. And I mean, what am I supposed to do with another SIM card? I mean, I don't have 2 phones, I don't need another one. So yeah, whatever. And now I'm back here in the hotel, lying on the bed, and my throat is really hurting again. I'm so annoyed. As you may not know, I had tonsillitis. I have had a sore throat for the last 6 weeks, and it was definitely tonsillitis 3 of those weeks. I have taken penicillin 2 times now. First time I took it for 10 days, and then I took it 5 days just to because my tonsils were so swollen. And if you never had tonsillitis before, you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you have, it's basically your tonsils like swelling up and getting really sore, and you basically can't swallow, and it's just very painful. It has been on and off for 6 weeks now, and basically right now, like, you have, you know, a screw that you basically just jab in your throat and through the organs there, and it just hurts so bad when you swallow. I wake up in the nights and it just hurts and it's miserable. So yeah, that doesn't help my overall mood, let's say it like that. Okay, so that's enough of my rant. Thank you for listening. If you're still listening, now to some more fun stuff. Some more fun stuff was maybe a bit of a poor phrasing. I went to the genocidal center in Chong-ek. It was definitely an experience. If I do have one recommendation, maybe don't go here by yourself, bring a friend or something, because this is some really heavy stuff. So today I visited a genocide museum here in Cambodia, here in Phnom Penh, and it is the most known killing field here in Cambodia. There are over 300 of them throughout Cambodia, and if you don't know, there was a genocide here in Cambodia. There was a dictator, his name was Pol Pot, from 1976 to 1979. I mean, that is modern times. 1979 is like literally it's 50 years ago. And yeah, basically what he did is he was a communist and he wanted to enforce the perfect world onto his country. And what he did was emptying all the cities of people, bringing them out to the fields and making them work, because he believed that if everybody helps, basically, if nobody owns anything, no money, no house, no nothing, that is the perfect world, when everybody shares everything. During the 3 years he was in power, about 3 million Cambodians died, and I mean there was 8 million of them to begin with, and he killed 3 million of them. That is 1 out of 4 people that he killed. And what he targeted was educated people. He got really paranoid and thought that, you know, they would turn against him and go against the perfect world that he somehow thought that he would achieve by making people work themselves to death on the fields, not feeding them enough, diseases, just disgusting. I think it is very important to remember these kind of things. So I did want to go, but I mean I will not share all the details that I know now about this, because 1, I don't want to, and 2, if you want to know, then watch a documentary or something, visit the fields yourselves, do research. But this was definitely something that was hard to watch and it's hard to think about. One thing I will share though is that I was shocked about the people in Cambodia were not shot. I thought that, you know, they were lined up and shot, but they were not, because apparently bullets were expensive and they didn't have the resources because they were killing that many people. So what they used was hammers, bamboo sticks, iron pipes, shovels, machetes, basically farming tools. I just can't believe how people are capable of doing something like that. Like, just to smash someone's skull in with a hammer, it just blows my mind. Still to this day there is fabric from the clothes from the prisoners, because the whole area where you're walking is a mass grave. And there still comes, when it rains, there still comes cloth to the surface, like the clothes. There still comes a bone, teeth, that are collected a few times every month. Because yeah, still 50 years after that, the earth still brings up things from the victims, like they can't find peace or something. I'm just so sad and disbelieving and disgusted. Absolutely insane person. So yeah, if you want to visit the killing fields, I think I would say this: it is an experience that you will never forget. I don't want to scare you, but I think this is important to remember, to know. But prepare yourself mentally, because you will have a lot to think about afterwards. Okay, so now to some much more fun stuff, I promise. No more complaining and no more genocides and terrible stuff. So here I went to Korong San Loem. I was meeting up with my friends who I traveled in Laos with. I arrived one day earlier than they did. So I had one wonderful day at the beach, absolutely beautiful white sand and a gorgeous sunset. So the place where we stayed was basically on the beach. Beautiful view for breakfast. In the mornings there was always way more water. Then in the evenings the most beautiful white sands and turquoise waters. And here we crashed this was a nice hotel close by our hostel. We learned the day after that apparently you're supposed to pay to use their pool. Well. Then we went to watch a sunset. It was a beautiful beach basically on the other side of the island. And it was very lovely. And also there were some seashells and some small corals that you could collect, like the little hamster that I am. The sky was absolutely beautiful. And then the next day there was this jellyfish. I have no idea what kind of jellyfish this is. If it's poisonous or if it's maybe not good to get as close as I did. But yeah, it was a very cool little jellyfish, not too big, and to be quite honest, I did not see the tentacles that it has dragging behind it. You see it better on camera than you actually did in real life. Yeah, so I found this jellyfish very fascinating, so there is a lot of footage of it. Then there also were some little fishies that I tried to catch on my GoPro, and yeah, the water was it was very warm. It was so nice. Just hang out and chill and try to catch some little videos of the fishes that were there. Don't know what they are called, but they were quite social actually. And then me and Lily had an absolute blast partying in Korong San Loem on the beach, in a little, what do you call it, in a quite big bar actually. We did make friends with the bartender, which it was good for the wallet, it was bad for the liver, because he gave us free shots the whole night. And also a free makeover. We looked fabulous afterwards. And yeah, we partied really hard. We ended up staying on the counter at some point. I'm not sure how we got there, but the party was crazy. We had so much fun. And did we regret it the day after? Yes, we surely did. Even though both me and Lily felt like ass the day after. I mean, thank you, Lily, it was still an amazing party. I had so much fun. I loved every second. Not the later night part, maybe, where I was quite sick. But everything before that, it was just lovely. And yeah, a little party never killed nobody. So after spending 3 days on Korong with my friends, I went on a sleeping bus, actually the first one that quite had a bed, and checked into this nice place in Siem Reap. There was a pool, they had live music in the evenings. It was quite a nice place to be, actually. I enjoyed myself very much. And then also I managed to book actually the wrong tour. I did want to book the tour where you are taken to Ankgor Wat and all the more known temples, but in my after I was tired from the night bus, I booked the wrong tour, so I went to the lesser known temples first. Apparently this is something that people usually do, actually. Like, first they book a tour one day where you look at the lesser known temples, and then the next day you do the grand tour, basically, with Ankgor Wat and the more known temples. And yeah, I can't say that I'm too angry with it, to be honest. All the temples are very nice. I'm glad I booked the lesser known temples the first day, because I think if I had started out with Ankgor Wat, it would have been maybe a bit underwhelming. And I met a new friend, Angie from Germany. And yeah, we spent both of those days together on the tours, and we had a lot of fun, actually. So I can't be mad at it at all. Actually, most of the temples around Ankgor Wat are older than Ankgor Wat is itself. I think Ankgor Wat is around 800 years old, but most of the smaller temples are older. The smaller temples were actually also really nice. There's a lot of details. Apparently they have been both Hindu and Buddhist temples, and in later years the Hindus have destroyed a lot of the Buddhist statues and stuff, because the Hindus wanted to have the temples more towards the Hindu religion than the Buddhist one. And apparently Ankgor Wat is actually from the beginning a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu, but now it is more of a Buddhist temple, and it has to do with when they changed the main capital many moons ago. So the Ankgor Wat is definitely a very impressive temple. It is quite big, and it is built out of partly very big stones that to this day people are not really sure how they actually built the Ankgor Wat, because some of the stones are so big that there had to be some contraption made to actually move stones as big as they were, and yeah, people don't really know how they actually did it. And I would say it is definitely a very impressive and very big building. It has been on my bucket list for many years, and I'm quite happy that I finally got to see it. I will say though, as impressive as the Ankgor Wat is, and as happy I am to have seen it, I would say Ta Prohm was actually my favorite temple. It is more of like a jungle temple, and it has these gigantic kind of jungle trees growing all over it. With these trees are just huge, and they look absolutely amazing. Apparently they filmed Tomb Raider here. I have to watch that movie again. I have not seen it for ages, but it looks definitely fitting to be in that kind of movie. It was really, really nice. Just the atmosphere was very mystical, and the big trees just added to that feeling of, being in the jungle. And also just seeing these gigantic roots everywhere. It was really, really nice. I've never seen roots like this, to be honest, and it was beautiful. It was really something I didn't expect, or I guess I've seen pictures of it before, but I didn't expect it to be quite as impressive as it actually was. The stairs to this temple were absolutely insane. Apparently it is really dangerous to walk here when it's raining because it gets really slippery, and yeah, they were so steep. At the end of the tour, our guide found a thirsty monkey and he gave it just some water from the water bottle. It was absolutely adorable, and look at that little hand that the monkey has on his arm, so cute. Back in Siem Reap, I went out to the night market together with a girl I met on the hostel, Evy, and yeah, we tried some fun stuff. I tried this, it's kind of a cheese tea, kind of. Yeah, spoiler alert, this was not great. I do not recommend this drink. No. And in the convenience store I saw this one. I did not even dare to try this one. It looks disgusting.
Hey everyone, so I'm gonna introduce durian to one of my new friends. So we got from this shop, we got durian shake. To me it's amazing. I grew up in Singapore. And we're gonna see her reaction when she tries a durian shake for the first time. She's from Sweden.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna see. I've never tried.
Okay.
So we'll see, I guess.
How's the smell?
Right off the bat, it doesn't smell great. I can hardly describe it. I feel it. Okay, let me just have a taste. Let me have a taste.
Try it at the tip of your tongue and drink it and wait for the aftertaste. You?
Oh, that's not good.
Really?
That's not good.
What does it remind?
That tastes like old fish.
Old fish?
Old fish to me. Yeah, the after.
Oh no. Old fish. Okay. So I guess this is like an Asian thing, not meant for Western. So okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Have you tried durian? No. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay. It's not for everyone.
It's not. Try it for yourself, but this is not great.
I love it. It's like bittersweet notes. Very nice. Okay. Thanks everyone. So this is how durian tastes like for some people. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay, cheers. Nice. So we gave the durian shake to a Cambodian kid and she likes it. So I guess this is officially an Asian drink.
Honestly, I can't believe the child was just drinking this shake.
It's
like
nice.
It was nothing.
It was nice.
It was not nice. It was like drinking a can of dead fish.
Okay. You gotta go back to sleep.
Yeah, I think. Good night.
Good night.
And it's just all these small things, when you're traveling, like you can plan as much as you want and think that you have thought of every possible outcome, but I guarantee you that there are things that can happen that you have not thought about. And yeah, but usually it does work out in the end, one way or another. And I feel like being someone who likes to have everything planned out and knowing everything and just knowing all the details, like I think this is actually a quite good thing for me, because you want to be able to control everything but you can't, and you realize that actually you don't have to. It's gonna work out anyway, and it's okay to ask people for help. Like, you don't have to do everything on your own. I think that is just a good life lesson to learn over and over again, and I feel like when you're traveling, it will happen to you a lot. Yeah, you have to be flexible. So there you have it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed. So the next video is gonna be about Thailand and celebrating Songkran, which is their New Year's. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to, and see you in the next one. Bye!